When I like close my eyes and try to picture him, like I honestly see like this. I just see like his ears, his weird ear things. Hi. Hello. My name is Faye. I'm an illustrator, I'm an animator, and today we're gonna be drawing WandaVision fan art. I did some stuff I have never done illustration-wise, mostly drawing in like fake grayscale, which was cool, a little bit difficult. I'll show you how I draw from a reference, and how a picture of a person becomes a cartoon. So let's do it. So I chose today to draw two reference pictures that are both black and white. I was originally going to do more outfits from like the 70s and 80s, but when I was looking up reference pictures, all the ones that I was attracted to were like the 50s and the 60s. So I just drew these two. I'll probably do more fan art later and I'll just post on Instagram, but these are the two that I like recorded. Yeah, I don't know, I just drew them in class because I was bored. I saw some like production pictures of, you know, the costumes that Wanda is wearing in the first two episodes without the black and white filter, and honestly I feel so robbed in some ways because the dress that she's wearing is like actually this beautiful mint color. Oh, and the bodysuit that she wears in the episode where they're doing like the magic show is actually like her red color. They're beautiful. And black and white has like its own aesthetic, obviously, which I'm gonna try and mimic in these illustrations. Okay, so my laptop is here, so I'm staring a little bit this way, but just bear with me. I will show you now. I started with this reference picture just because like I think it features like Wanda's face really nicely, her expression. Her actress has like really big circle eyes. And I like the sort of like the bend in her pose. She like looks like she's about to start moving. So it's like kind of a subtle pose, but I think it has like enough energy in it to make a good cartoon. I kind of showed here like when I was looking at the picture of Wanda, I was trying to figure out, you know, like what shapes are in her face. She has kind of a boxy face, like it's rounded, you know, but she does kind of have like a flatter face, like a kind of a flatter nose as well. So I kind of took that square shape into her drawing. Like I say in every video that's like a drawing video, I start out with the pink guide and that's kind of where I sketch out everything. I just have some days where like I'm like really killing it and I can make a kind of like clean undersketch, and then other days I'm just like it's muddy as heck and I'm like erasing stuff and like redrawing it 3 times. I have no idea why that is. I like just have good days and bad days, I guess, but today was a pretty good day. So as you can see, the undersketch was pretty much as clean as like the line art was gonna be, but that is rare. But it is making me look good, so yeah, we'll just pretend that it's always that clean and easy. This is where things get interesting. When I approached color, and I just do this because like whenever I draw, it is kind of a practice to get better, right? So I try not to take shortcuts. You already did see me take a shortcut, which is that I kind of traced out her pose over the reference picture and then moved it. If I was trying to practice posing, I definitely wouldn't have done that. I would have tried to like draw it separately. But this was a color study, so I did not want to just go into the picture and like select the colors on her face and dress and stuff and then just put them in my illustration, because that's kind of like not practicing the skill of looking at an image and processing the colors and choosing them for yourself. So I looked at the image, and I think what was really surprising about this is that, I mean, like the actress who plays Wanda is pretty pale, right? So I kind of assumed that her skin color would be the lightest color of like the grays. But I realized that her dress is actually the lightest. That was very confusing to me. But I started with her skin as like the base color, and then everything from there I was like, okay, in the photo the dress is lighter than the skin, in the photo the hair is darker than the skin, and that was just kind of how I chose the grays, which I was worried would turn out kind of wacky, but I was able to kind of save it, I think, with shadows and highlights. And yeah, I actually really like the way it turned out. Like it's not like a true black and white drawing, but it's kind of stylized, it's kind of cool. I used the airbrush for the final highlights, so it kind of has that like that softer like filter focus that those older black and white shows have. So yeah. Chapter 2, second illustration, I learned something really important. Vision is a really hard character to draw. The picture that this reference picture that I took, it's his side profile and it doesn't have enough detail to even tell what's going on like on his head and face and stuff. And honestly, when I like close my eyes and try to picture him, like I honestly see like this. I just see like his ears, his weird ear things. So I definitely couldn't draw him from memory, and the picture that I had too low detail, so I actually had to look up a color version of him from the side to kind of understand what was going on there. A challenge with that is that the picture I found was his face facing the other way, so I was kind of having to reverse the detail that I saw in this reference picture in this illustration. So it's not perfect. I think it looks a bit weird, but it's like definitely recognizable. There's something about like this second illustration has like a much simpler art style. I kind of just wanted it to be sort of kind of cute, you know? They have like little dot eyes and stuff. So it's flatter, so I kind of got away with just doing geometric shapes on him. But I'm sure if you were trying to do like a more realistic, like volumetric drawing of him, it would be really hard to like do the lines that stretch around his head. So that would be interesting. I did the same coloring process for this one. As you can see, like the value of his suit is the darkest value in this illustration, so that was I kind of worked backwards in that way, where like I knew his suit was gonna be the darkest, so any of like the shadows whatever that I chose had to be lighter than the suit. So yeah, actually something that I noticed from this illustration is that, and I think it's probably just because it's illustrated now, it reminds me so much of that sequence in Cinderella, where I think she sings "So This Is Love." I love that scene so much. It's so beautiful. But yeah, kind of an interesting comparison. I mean, like, Marvel's a property of Disney now, aren't we all? But yeah, it's sort of interesting. Like, I mean, the whole point of WandaVision, right, was to kind of like take elements from American pop culture and use them to like talk about grief, talk about romance, talk about love. So any kind of like romantic parallel, I mean, Cinderella is like the ultimate like fairy tale love story. So it is kind of sad that this illustration ended up kind of looking like some weird smash between like WandaVision and Cinderella. I'm really happy with how these two illustrations turned out. I don't know how I haven't, but I've just never done grayscale illustration before, so that was really cool. I think I'll probably do some color illustration later because some of her color outfits are like everything the 70s episode. So good. I wanted to draw this illustration, but I don't have time. My schedule is very intense this week. I just have so much love in my body for WandaVision for so many reasons, and I just wanted to express it. So here it is. Definitely watch it if you haven't seen it. I'm sorry if I spoiled anything. I think I was able to like keep it to a minimum. There are other characters in the show that I would also like to draw, but I don't know. I would have to create a universe around me where I would actually have time to do things. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you thought about WandaVision. Oh, follow me on TikTok. I always feel so embarrassed saying that for some reason. Anyways, okay, thank you, goodbye!